Russia, the largest country in the world, is a land of staggering diversity, stretching across 2 continents, 11 time zones, and countless landscapes. It is a place where Europe and Asia meet, where history intertwines with legend, and where every corner tells a different story. To travel through Russia is to embark on a journey through immense contrasts: golden-domed cathedrals beside futuristic skyscrapers, Arctic tundra giving way to dense Siberian taiga, and bustling metropolises surrounded by untouched wilderness. Its sheer scale alone is astonishing, yet it is the cultural depth and natural wonders that make Russia one of the most fascinating destinations on Earth. The wonders of Russia are as varied as its geography. From the grandeur of Moscow and the artistic soul of St. Petersburg, to the remote majesty of Lake Baikal and the volcanic landscapes of Kamchatka, the country is a mosaic of experiences waiting to be uncovered. Every city, every region holds its own identity, some steeped in centuries-old traditions, others pushing toward modern innovation. The spirit of Russia can be felt in its literature, its music, its architecture, and even in the warmth of its people who carry the resilience of a nation shaped by both triumph and hardship. Exploring Russia is not merely about visiting landmarks. It is about immersing oneself in its timeless atmosphere. One can walk the cobblestone streets where tsars once ruled, marvel at monasteries that have stood for hundreds of years, or gaze at natural phenomena that defy imagination. The vast landscapes seem to stretch endlessly, offering a sense of both isolation and awe, reminding travelers of humanity's small place in the grandeur of nature. This journey through the wonders of Russia invites us to discover cities glowing with culture, regions brimming with history, and natural marvels unmatched anywhere else. From the heart of Moscow's Red Square to the icy depths of Lake Baikal, from the colorful vibrancy of Kazan to the far-flung beauty of Vladivostok, each stop reveals a unique fragment of this immense nation's soul. Together, these destinations create a portrait of Russia as both a modern state and an ancient civilization, endlessly rich and deeply captivating. As we begin our exploration, let us step into a world of contrasts and wonders, where every moment is a discovery, and every place is a story etched into the fabric of time. Russia awaits, grand, mysterious, and unforgettable. Lake Baikal. Lake Baikal, often called the Pearl of Siberia, is one of Russia's greatest natural wonders and a site of global significance. Recognized as the world's deepest and oldest freshwater lake, it holds nearly 20% of the planet's unfrozen fresh water. Stretching for more than 600 kilometers, Baikal is so vast that it feels more like an inland sea than a lake, surrounded by majestic mountains and endless forests. What makes Baikal extraordinary is not just its size, but its unique biodiversity. It is home to thousands of species found nowhere else on Earth, including the Baikal seal, the only freshwater seal in the world. Its crystal-clear waters, which can reach depths of more than 1,600 meters, have fascinated scientists and travelers alike for centuries. In winter, the lake freezes into a sheet of dazzling blue ice, creating surreal landscapes that seem almost otherworldly. For locals and visitors, Baikal is a place of spiritual significance. Indigenous peoples have long considered it sacred, and even today it inspires awe and reverence. Villages along its shores offer glimpses of Siberian life, with wooden houses, traditional cuisine, and warm hospitality. Adventure seekers are drawn to Baikal year-round. In summer, hiking, boating, and cycling along the Great Baikal Trail reveal the beauty of the region. In winter, dog sledding, ice skating, and exploring the frozen surface make for unforgettable experiences. The changing seasons give the lake an ever-shifting character, each more stunning than the last. Lake Baikal is more than just a natural landmark. It is a symbol of Siberia's vastness and mystery. To stand at its shores is to feel the immensity of nature and to understand why it is often called the Sacred Sea. Ulkan Island. Ulkan Island, the largest island in Lake Baikal, is often considered the spiritual heart of this legendary lake. Stretching about 70 kilometers in length, it offers a striking mix of landscapes: steep cliffs, sandy beaches, dense forests, and open steppe, all in one place. This diversity makes Ulkan a microcosm of Siberia itself, a land where raw natural beauty and ancient traditions come together. One of the most iconic spots on the island is Shaman Rock, a sacred site for the indigenous Buryat people. Rising dramatically from the water near the village of Kozir, it is deeply tied to shamanistic and Buddhist beliefs. Pilgrims and travelers alike feel its powerful aura, and colorful ribbons tied to poles nearby symbolize prayers and offerings. Alkan is also a paradise for outdoor exploration. In summer, visitors hike along rugged cliffs, kayak in Baikal's crystal waters, or ride across grassy plains where wild horses roam. In winter, the frozen lake transforms the island into a wonderland of shimmering ice caves and surreal blue surfaces, attracting photographers and adventurers from around the world. Despite its growing popularity, Alkan retains a sense of simplicity and authenticity. The small villages scattered across the island offer a glimpse into traditional Siberian life, with wooden houses, local markets, and the warm hospitality of the Buryat people. Many visitors describe their time on Alkan as not just a journey through nature, but also a spiritual experience. To visit Alkan Island is to touch the soul of Lake Baikal. It is a place where silence speaks, where traditions endure, and where the beauty of Siberia reveals itself in its purest form.
Moscow.
Moscow, the beating heart of Russia, is a city where the country's past, present, and future converge in dazzling fashion. Towering over it all is the Kremlin, a symbol of Russian power and history, its red brick walls enclosing cathedrals, palaces, and government buildings. Just outside lies Red Square, one of the most iconic places in the world, where St. Basil's Cathedral bursts into view with its colorful onion-shaped domes that look like something from a fairy tale. Walking across this square, one cannot help but feel the weight of centuries, the triumphs of tsars, the revolutions, and the cultural milestones that have defined Russia. Yet Moscow is far more than monuments. It is a vibrant, ever-evolving metropolis. The Moscow metro itself is a wonder, often called an underground palace, with stations adorned in marble, mosaics, and chandeliers. Beyond the grandeur, the city pulses with modern energy. Sleek skyscrapers rising in the Moscow city business district, trendy cafes and art spaces in converted factories, and a nightlife scene that rivals the best in the world. Culturally, Moscow is unmatched. The Bolshoi Theater continues to stage world-class ballet and opera, while museums such as the Tretiakov Gallery and Pushkin Museum hold treasures of Russian and international art. The city's parks, like Gorky Park or VDNKH, offer green spaces where locals gather, blending leisure with reminders of Soviet history. What makes Moscow truly fascinating is its dual character. It is both the guardian of Russia's heritage and the engine of its modernization. Whether standing before the timeless towers of the Kremlin or gazing at the futuristic skyline along the Moskva River, visitors experience a city that embodies the essence of Russia: powerful, complex, and endlessly captivating. Kola Peninsula. The Kola Peninsula, lying deep within the Arctic Circle in Russia's far northwest, is a land of extremes and breathtaking natural beauty. Surrounded by the Barents and White Seas, this remote region is famous for its dramatic tundra landscapes, icy mountains, and the magical spectacle of the Northern Lights. For many travelers, the Kola Peninsula offers a chance to witness the untouched wilderness of the Russian Arctic. One of its most enchanting features is the aurora borealis. From late autumn through early spring, the skies above Kola dance with shifting curtains of green, purple, and pink light, turning cold nights into unforgettable experiences. The peninsula is also home to the city of Murmansk, the largest settlement above the Arctic Circle, known for its ice-free port and unique Arctic culture. The Kivany Mountains, with their rugged peaks and snowy slopes, attract adventurers year-round. In winter, they are popular for skiing and snowboarding, while in summer, hikers explore trails through valleys filled with crystal-clear rivers and alpine flowers. The pristine tundra landscapes, dotted with lakes and moss-covered rocks, create a stark yet mesmerizing scenery. Culturally, the Kola Peninsula is home to the Sami people, who maintain traditions of reindeer herding, handicrafts, and music. Meeting them offers insight into a lifestyle shaped by centuries of survival in the harsh Arctic climate. Local cuisine, featuring reindeer meat, northern fish, and wild berries, adds another authentic layer to the experience. The Kola Peninsula is more than a geographical frontier. It is a place where natural wonders and ancient traditions intertwine. Remote, wild, and awe-inspiring, it embodies the spirit of Russia's Arctic wilderness. Vladivostok. Vladivostok, perched on the edge of the Pacific Ocean, is Russia's eastern gateway and one of its most fascinating cities. Located near the borders of China and North Korea, and just across the sea from Japan, it blends Russian traditions with Asian influences, creating a cultural atmosphere unlike anywhere else in the country. For many travelers, Vladivostok marks either the beginning or the end of the legendary Trans-Siberian Railway, a journey that connects Europe with the Far East. The city's landscape is striking. Dramatic hills descending toward the Golden Horn Bay, where bridges arch gracefully over the water. The Russky Bridge, one of the longest cable-stayed bridges in the world, has become a modern symbol of Vladivostok, linking the city to Russky Island. From the Eagle's Nest Hill, visitors enjoy sweeping views of the port, dotted with ships and surrounded by rugged coastline. Vladivostok is also known for its military and naval history. The Vladivostok Fortress, with its network of fortifications, tells the story of the city's strategic importance. Meanwhile, the Pacific Fleet Museum offers a closer look at Russia's maritime power. Yet, beyond history, the city thrives with youthful energy. Universities, theaters, and cultural festivals bring a cosmopolitan spirit, while its seafood cuisine, particularly fresh crab, is renowned throughout Russia. For travelers, Vladivostok feels both distant and welcoming, a place where Europe and Asia converge. Its mixture of natural beauty, cultural diversity, and strategic history makes it a true wonder of Russia's Far East. St. Petersburg. If Moscow is the political heart of Russia, St. Petersburg is undeniably its cultural soul. Founded by Peter the Great in 1703 as a window to the West, the city embodies elegance, artistry, and grandeur. Its wide boulevards, Baroque palaces, and countless canals earned it the nickname Venice of the North. Walking along Nevsky Prospect, the city's main artery, one is surrounded by history at every turn, from imperial palaces to ornate cathedrals. The crown jewel of St. Petersburg is the Hermitage Museum, housed partly in the Winter Palace, once home to the Tsars. With millions of artworks, from Da Vinci to Rembrandt, it is one of the world's largest and most prestigious museums. Another highlight is the Mariinsky Theater, where ballet and opera traditions continue to flourish, carrying forward Russia's legendary artistic reputation. St. Petersburg is also a city of rivers and bridges. During summer, visitors gather at night to watch the famous drawbridges rise along the Neva River, a spectacle unique to this city. Beyond the city center, Peterhof Palace dazzles with golden fountains and gardens, while Catherine Palace in Pushkin enchants with its ornate interiors, including the famed Amber Room. Despite its imperial past, St. Petersburg is vibrant and youthful, with art districts, cozy cafes, and a lively music scene. Its blend of history and modern creativity makes it a place where Russia's cultural heritage is celebrated while new ideas are constantly born. To visit St. Petersburg is to step into a living museum that still beats with contemporary life. Kamchatka Peninsula. The Kamchatka Peninsula, stretching far into the Pacific Ocean in Russia's Far East, is a land of fire and ice, one of the most dramatic and untouched regions on Earth. Known for its stunning volcanic landscapes, Kamchatka is home to over 300 volcanoes, with around 30 still active. Towering peaks like Klyachevskaya Sopka, the highest active volcano in Eurasia, dominate the skyline and constantly remind visitors of the peninsula's raw geological power. What makes Kamchatka so extraordinary is the contrast between its fiery mountains and icy wilderness. Glaciers flow down volcanic slopes, geysers burst from the earth, and hot springs steam even in the depths of winter. The Valley of Geysers, one of the largest geyser fields in the world, is a spectacle of nature, with jets of water and clouds of steam rising from emerald valleys. Wildlife here is just as remarkable. Kamchatka is often called the land of the brown bear, with one of the densest bear populations in the world. Salmon-filled rivers provide vital ecosystems for countless species, while sea eagles and reindeer roam freely in this vast wilderness. Along the coast, visitors may spot sea lions, seals, and even migrating whales. Kamchatka's remoteness has preserved its pristine beauty. Reaching it often requires flights and rugged travel, but those who make the journey are rewarded with some of the planet's most breathtaking natural scenes. For adventurers, it is a paradise. Hiking, heli-skiing, rafting, and wildlife photography are just a few of the unforgettable experiences here. Kamchatka remains one of Russia's most powerful wonders, a wild frontier where nature still rules, and every view feels like a glimpse of the Earth in its most primal state. Mutnovsky Volcano. Mutnovsky Volcano, located on the Kamchatka Peninsula, is one of the most spectacular and accessible active volcanoes in Russia. Rising to more than 2,300 meters, it is not only a striking landmark but also a natural laboratory where the Earth's raw forces are constantly on display. The volcano's slopes and crater offer an otherworldly scene, fumaroles belching steam, boiling mud pools, and streams of hot water cutting through the rocky ground. One of the most remarkable features of Mutnovsky is its active crater, which visitors can approach on guided treks. Inside, the landscape feels surreal. Jets of sulfuric steam escape from vents, vibrant yellow and orange mineral deposits color the rocks, and the ground rumbles with geothermal activity. Standing here, surrounded by the hiss and roar of the Earth, is a humbling reminder of the planet's living energy. Despite its fiery nature, Mutnovsky is also home to glaciers that cling to its slopes, creating a dramatic contrast between ice and fire. Rivers born from melting ice carve deep canyons, including the famous Opusny Canyon, where waterfalls tumble into rugged gorges. This combination of volcanic heat and glacial ice makes Mutnovsky one of the most unique volcanic environments in the world. For adventurers, reaching Mutnovsky is an unforgettable journey. Hikes across lava fields and wildflower meadows reveal breathtaking views of Kamchatka's volcanic chain. The trek culminates in the crater itself, where the Earth seems alive underfoot. Mutnovsky Volcano is not only a natural wonder, but also a symbol of Kamchatka's wild spirit. It captures the peninsula's essence, a land where elemental forces collide and nature reveals its most powerful and untamed face. Novosibirsk. Novosibirsk, the largest city in Siberia and Russia's third largest overall, is often called the capital of Siberia. Founded in the late 19th century as a stop on the Trans-Siberian Railway, it grew rapidly into an industrial, scientific, and cultural powerhouse. Today, Novosibirsk combines the spirit of innovation with the resilience of a city shaped by Siberia's vast landscapes and challenging climate. At its heart lies Lenin Square, home to the magnificent Novosibirsk Opera and Ballet Theater, the largest in Russia. Often compared to the Bolshoi in Moscow, it hosts world-class performances that showcase the city's cultural strength. The State Art Museum and Philharmonic Hall further enrich its artistic life, proving that Siberia is far from a cultural wilderness. Science is deeply rooted in Novosibirsk's identity. Akademgorodok, a scientific hub founded in the 1950s, remains one of Russia's leading centers of research and education. It is a city within a city, blending academic institutions with a unique intellectual atmosphere. Many see it as the brain of Siberia, where innovation and discovery flourish. Nature, too, plays a significant role in Novosibirsk's appeal. The Ob River flows through the city, offering scenic promenades and sandy beaches in summer. Just outside lies Novosibirsk Zoo, one of the largest in Russia, and the surrounding Siberian landscapes provide endless opportunities for outdoor exploration. Novosibirsk may not dazzle with imperial palaces, but it represents another face of Russia. Modern, industrious, and forward-looking. It is a city of progress, shaped by its role as a vital crossroads in the vastness of Siberia, and it continues to grow as both a scientific hub and a cultural beacon. Kazan. Kazan, the capital of Tatarstan, is often described as the place where East meets West. This city along the Volga River embodies a harmonious blend of Russian and Tatar cultures, making it one of the most unique and vibrant destinations in the country. Its skyline reflects this dual heritage. Minarets rise beside onion domes, while modern architecture coexists with centuries-old fortresses. The heart of Kazan is the Kazan Kremlin, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Within its white walls stand two symbols of unity: the Kul Sharif Mosque, one of the largest mosques in Europe, and the Annunciation Cathedral, a striking example of Russian Orthodox tradition. Together, they illustrate the peaceful coexistence of religions and cultures that define the city. Kazan is also a city of learning and sport. Kazan Federal University, one of Russia's oldest, has shaped the intellectual life of the region. The city gained international recognition when it hosted the 2013 Summer Universiade and the 2018 FIFA World Cup, events that highlighted its modern infrastructure and global spirit. Culturally, Kazan thrives with theaters, museums, and festivals celebrating both Russian and Tatar traditions. Its cuisine is another delight. Dishes like echpachmak, a triangular pastry, and chak-chak, a honeyed dessert, reveal the rich flavors of Tatar heritage. Walking through the lively streets, one senses both deep tradition and youthful energy. Kazan's charm lies in its diversity and balance. It is a place where two worlds blend seamlessly, offering visitors a glimpse of Russia's multicultural identity while standing proudly as a city of progress and peace. Ekaterinburg, standing at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, is a city where geography meets history. Officially considered the boundary between the two continents, it offers travelers the rare chance to stand with one foot in Europe and the other in Asia. But beyond this symbolic landmark, Ekaterinburg is a dynamic metropolis, rich in culture, industry, and heritage. The city is perhaps most famously tied to the tragic fate of the Romanov family, who were executed here in 1918. Today, the Church on the Blood rises on that very site, serving as both a memorial and a symbol of remembrance. This blend of sorrow and reverence gives Ekaterinburg a deep historical resonance. Yet Ekaterinburg is far more than its past. It is Russia's fourth-largest city, buzzing with theaters, galleries, and concert halls. The Ekaterinburg Opera and Ballet Theatre is a cultural gem, while the Museum of Fine Arts houses a diverse collection, including the famous Kasli cast-iron pavilion. The city is also known for its vibrant rock music scene, earning it the reputation as Russia's unofficial rock capital. Modern Ekaterinburg thrives as an industrial and technological hub, its skyline marked by sleek towers like the Vysotsky Tower, offering panoramic views over the Urals. Parks, green spaces, and the nearby Ural Mountains provide escapes into nature, perfect for hiking and winter sports. What makes Ekaterinburg unique is its dual role, both a historic witness to Russia's turning points and a forward-looking city embracing innovation. It stands as a true gateway between two worlds, embodying the complexity and resilience of Russia itself. Exploring the wonders of Russia is like traveling through many worlds within one vast land. From the glittering domes of Moscow and St. Petersburg's imperial elegance to the wild frontiers of Siberia and the volcanic might of Kamchatka, every destination reveals a new layer of the country's immense character. Russia is not only the largest nation on Earth by size, it is also one of the richest in contrasts, where ancient traditions blend seamlessly with modern life, and where natural marvels exist on a scale few other places can match. The journey through Russia is as much about people as it is about landscapes. In Kazan, cultures and religions meet in harmony. In Tomsk and Novosibirsk, intellectual energy thrives alongside Siberian resilience. On Alkan Island or at Lake Baikal, travelers encounter not just breathtaking scenery but also a spiritual connection to nature. Meanwhile, the remote expanses of the Far East, from Vladivostok to Kamchatka, show the untamed side of Russia that feels timeless and raw. What unites these diverse wonders is the spirit of discovery they inspire. Russia invites travelers to slow down, to look deeper, and to embrace both its grandeur and its subtleties. It is a country where every city, every village, and every mountain tells a story, forming a mosaic that is both complex and endlessly fascinating. As this journey comes to an end, the impression remains clear. Russia is not simply a destination but an experience of contrasts, resilience, and beauty. It is a land that humbles with its scale, inspires with its culture, and captivates with its mysteries. To visit Russia is to step into a world that is at once ancient and modern, wild and refined, vast and deeply human.